I've tried a new game actually just today, and I don't think I'm going to try it again for probably the Steam release.
Yeah.
Or until the Steam release. So Dwarf Fortress has been out basically forever. In case you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, it is quite literally like an RTS-ish city builder sort of thing with dwarves and super ingrained like systems that are complicated and work together to build new stuff, and it's really weird. Like, there's a story with Dwarf Fortress where you could spill alcohol on the ground. Like, your dwarves would drink, they'd throw their cups around because they're just dirty motherfuckers. And cats would step in the alcohol and get it on their paws, and then they'd lick themselves clean. And there was a math bug where every time they would lick their paws, it would consume 1 mug of ale instead of just a tiny fractional amount. So the cat started dying of alcohol poisoning. And the reason they found this out is because somebody had a bug report and they said, hey, here's my save file. What the hell's going on? My tavern is full of fucking dead cats. What's up? And the guy's like, oh shit.
Oh no, they all got tanked and died.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
Your cat
really,
was an
really
alcoholic,
cool.
sir.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. So Dwarf Fortress has got a lot of these like weird systems that combine and make totally new stuff, and everything works in weird and interesting ways. And what's really cool about the world generation is because it is randomly generated, you're getting a new game every time, which, all right, whatever. But what it does is it actually sets history into motion. So you will start your game 250 years after like the first intelligent creatures are around. So there will be like legends and tales of beasts and heroes and villains, and like you get an entire world history. And if you turn on an option, you can just read fucking all of it. And it's not badly written. It's actually fairly interesting. So you can see like the progression of one single hero throughout history, and maybe you'll find his house one day, and maybe you'll figure out, you know, where his clan lives and go join them. And it's really, really interesting. The downside of Dwarf Fortress is it is incredibly complex. Like, we're talking 5 to 6 hours of YouTube tutorials to even begin to get a handle on the game, and even then, you're still a beginner. Like, it's one of these. Yeah.
There's different perspectives to play too, like different GUI perspectives that I saw, and like the simulation-based shit, and it's just intense how much stuff there is there.
It's quite literally the most emphasis on gameplay to the detriment of everything else that I've seen. So the graphics are quite literally just ASCII. It is a terminal game. It runs in a terminal. There is no sound. There's no nothing. It is straight gameplay. That's all you get. Now, there are other things that you can add, like community-made mods and stuff like that, to add in music and sound effects and little helpers and graphics and stuff like that. But it's still not. It's not easy to get started. Now, so far, it's a really impressive game. Sadly, it's like a second job if I want to try to get good at this. So I don't think I'm going to play Dwarf Fortress anymore.
Ain't
but
nobody
I did
got time
enjoy
for that.
trying it.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, though, if all you want is to like understand that lore and the world building and stuff like that, there are entire like groups of people in this game that take other people's save games and write like history and epics and plot lines and stories about the stuff that has happened in some of these people's save games. So it's really cool. Like, there's an entire like content creation group of people just sitting there and writing about what happens in this simulation.
That's pretty fucking cool.
It's really, really neat.
And Dave calls out they are adding graphics to the game eventually.
Yes. So that is part of the Steam release. So they announced this. I want to say we talked about it last year sometime, but they are, adding a Steam release. They're going to make things a little bit more user friendly, adding graphics, and I really hope it turns out well. I've had it on my wish list forever. It's kind of in a it'll be done when it's done status. So we'll see.
It's just like 2 or 3 dudes, isn't it? Like, it's super small scale.
For the actual game, it is just 2 people. It's 2 brothers. 2 brothers.
2 brothers, 1 game.
But I think the mod team, or the people doing the Steam release, has a few more people on it. I don't think it's a massive number. Like, it's not a dev house or anything. But there is some more help going into it.
That'll be good.
But yeah, it was fun. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Was it fun though? You say that, but was it?
I did enjoy my time with it. Like, it's... If you're bad at SimCity, it's that level of fun. Like, fuck, this thing happened? What the fuck? Oh, it's because I'm bad at my job. Okay. Like, it's that kind of fun. You know, is it typical, incredible gameplay that has you on the edge of your seat? No, it's just a fun way to watch systems interact. It's quite literally when your city in SimCity falls apart, that's the kind of fun Dwarf Fortress is.
Okay. Yeah, I was the sadistic kid that would like start spamming natural disasters just to see what would happen to the city.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so fun just to watch it burn.
What's cool is that when Dave has never played it.
I would like to see SimCity or Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress, I think. I would like to see Dave play some Dwarf Fortress. Completely lost my train of thought. But believe it or not, the world itself is persistent. So if your fortress does fall apart, if all your dwarves die, if you leave this mortal coil and there's nothing else, you can start a new game in the same world. So if you find your old fortress, you can just inhabit it. You can just go fucking move in.
Cool. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. So it's a completely persistent world, and you can have multiple of them. When you generate a world, it takes probably about 15 minutes to complete, because it goes through like actual people and historical scenarios and figures and events, and it's quite literally building 250 years of timeline for you to even get started with the game.
So that's on the initial. Let's say your dwarves die and you start anew. Does it take 15 minutes for it to add more lore on top of what was already there? Or does it just put you right back in?
I think it just puts you right back in. But with the rest of Dwarf Fortress, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you could hit like the play button on the world map and just have the history go before you start playing.